Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Today, let's learn Canto 1, Chapter 19, where we will see the appearance of sage Shuka and how Parikshit chose Prayopavesham, which means to fast until death. Sutamuni, he said that after Parikshit, he reached his kingdom, he was filled with guilt for his rude behavior towards sage Shamika, who was innocent. He had an intuition that some terrible news was awaiting him for his rude behavior towards the innocent sage. He felt that let the anger of sage Shamika burn his kingdom, army, treasury, because in the future he should not exhibit such a rude behavior towards anyone. Just when Parikshit was repenting for his rude behavior towards sage Shamika, he received the news that Shamika's son, named Shringi, had cursed Parikshit that in 7 days he will die by the bite of a snake named Takshaka. So when Parikshit heard this, he was happy because he felt that he received this curse for his rude behavior. And also when Parikshit was born, it was predicted that he would die by the bite of a snake named Takshaka. Detached himself from all the material thoughts, Parikshit sat on the banks of the holy river Ganges and started fasting and listening to the glorious stories of Lord Krishna. Also, he felt that the greatest achievement in one's life is to do loving service to the Lord. And Sutamuni, he said that there was a reason why Parikshit chose to meditate on the banks of the holy river Ganges. So the holy river Ganges flows with the tulasi leaves offered to Lord Krishna mixed with the dust from the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. This holy river purifies Lord Shiva, the 3 worlds and the demigods. So Parikshit, he sat on the banks of the river Ganges and he took Prayopavesham. Prayopavesham means to fast until death by sitting in one place. So all the sages, along with the disciples, they came to meet Parikshit and they blessed him. These sages were so holy and pure that they could purify the holy river Ganges. They were filled with such divine aura. Great rishis like Chavanaha, Atrihi, Vedavyasa, Narada, Vasishta, Bharadwaja, Parashara, all the Brahma rishis, Raja rishis, Deva rishis, and all the great rishis had come to meet Parikshit and to bless him. So Parikshit felt that he was so blessed to receive the blessings of all these great sages, stated as Aho Vayam Danyataman Riparnam. So Parikshit, when he received the news that Shringi had cursed him, he saw the curse as Lord Krishna because he felt that Krishna in the form of the curse taught him to become spiritually attached. Parikshit was the emperor. So he had richness, fame, name, power, luxury, everything. But none of that gave him the confidence to face death. Only listening to the glorious stories of the Lord and thinking about him, the path of bhakti, gave him the confidence to even face death, that he said to the rishis present there that let Takshaka or any snake come and bite me. You please continue singing the glories of Lord Krishna, stated as Gayata Vishnu Gataha. And he said that he had only 3 wishes. That in all his births, he must be completely attached to Lord Krishna, stated as Bhagavati Anante Ratihi. He should be blessed with the association of the Lord's devotees, stated as Prasannagaha Tadashrayeshu. And he should be friendly towards all the beings. Maitri Astu Sarvatra. So Parikshit, he faced north, sat on a kusha grass and started to fast. The demigods from heaven showered flowers and the celestial drums called as Dundubis could be heard. All the great sages present there, they told Parikshit that it is not a surprise that you have taken a Prayopavesham because you come from the family of the Pandavas and they gave up their entire kingdom to be with Lord Krishna. The sages spoke among themselves that let's wait till Parikshit attains his moksha or liberation. And when Parikshit heard this, he was very happy. So after prostrating to all the great sages, he asked them with humility, "O great sages, tell me, what is the duty of everyone, Sarva Atmana, in all situations, and especially for the ones about to die?" So when these great sages heard this, they were confused as to what apt answer they could give Parikshit. Sutta Muni, he said that very moment, by the will of Lord Krishna, there appeared Tatra Abhavat, the powerful Bhagavan, son of Veda Vyasa Putra, completely satisfied with himself, Atma Ramaya, and disinterested with his material surroundings. So sage Shuka, the son of Veda Vyasa, had come there by the will of Lord Krishna. And Sutta Muni described how handsome sage Shuka was. He was 16 years of age, Dvashta Varshaha. All his limbs were beautiful. He had long eyes, symmetrical ears. His neck looked like a conch, deep navel, broad chest. His complexion is said to resemble that of Lord Krishna, symmetrical ears, and his beautiful smile captivated everyone present there. So when sage Shuka entered, all the great sages honored him. Even Parikshit, who is also known as Vishnu Rata, the one protected by Lord Vishnu, Parikshit also honored him. So Shuka was offered an asana and all others sat around him. So sage Shuka, he looked like a moon god surrounded by planets and stars. So sage Shuka, he sat on the asana, ready to answer any question without hesitation. He was a very learned person. And Parikshit, he informed sage Shuka that he was honored to meet him and he requested him to guide him. The state of mind of Parikshit is fascinating because when he is informed that he is going to die in 7 days by the bite of snake Takshaka, he doesn't waste even a second worrying about it. Instead, he uses all the remaining time available to think of the Lord, to know more about him, by which he turned a curse into blessing and he reached moksha. Parikshit asked sage Shuka what a person should hear, yet shrotavyam, what a person should chant, ato japyam, what a person should remember, smartavyam, what a person should worship, bhajaniyam, and what we should not do, viparyayam. So he wanted the explanation for all of this, and Sutta Muni said that Parikshit politely asked his doubts, and the great sage Shuka began his reply, which we will see in the next chapter. What can we learn from this chapter? How Parikshit could face death bravely by listening to the glorious stories of the Lord and by thinking about the Lord. The confidence, the path of bhakti, gives a person the divinity of the holy river Ganges. How listening to Bhagavad Katha kept Parikshit calm and protected him from illusions even in his critical moments of his life. And the greatest achievement in one's life is to do loving service to the Divine Lord. With the divine blessings and mercy of Lord Krishna, we have come to the end of Canto 1. In the next video, with his blessings, we will be starting Canto 2, Chapter 1.